Unfortunately, this is a pretty busy season, so to help maybe teach some of you to shoot that I just can't physically fit you into my schedule to find a time to actually train you one-on-one, which I know you need, now I can offer you this. The best thing you can do, get in front of a mirror or get your phone propped up like I've got mine propped up on a phone holder and walk through chair shots. So here are the pieces that I think you don't want to mess with. There are some pieces of a shot, like how exactly you rise up, the rhythm of it, you know, the exact angle of your foot, exactly what angle your arm's at when you finish. A lot of those things, it's going to be up to the body and the person. But there are a few things I think you should always have right. So, part one, feet. We'll go from the bottom up. Sit on the edge of the chair, not all the way back, not comfy, on the very edge, but on the very lip, so to speak, so it look like this. On the edge of the chair. You want to be just barely on this chair. I don't want my feet square at or tight. I want them wider than my hips so I can control my body left and right. I also want to angle off just a little bit away from my strong arm towards my weak arm, which for me is the left. And I want my right arm not to be fighting my chest. I want to open up and relieve tension. Next, I want to be able to stand up. In order to do that, well, first actually, if you're brand new, put the ball on, you have this shooting finger. Your pointer finger is your shooter. Now some of you use two, that's fine. Some of you use the middle finger mostly, that's fine, but it needs to be both of these involved. So I'm putting my shooting finger, pointer finger. If you're down at your knee to start, something like that, that's fine. You can roll back into a bent wrist position. This, not good, not so good. Better, best. We want this. Now you don't always have to roll back. I just start in that position with my wrist bent. You have to do this. People don't discipline themselves to do this. It makes them a slow shooter. They catch it, their hands are here, and then they have to fix their hand. They have to change it in order to shoot. I don't want to do that. I want to catch it. I want my wrist ready. The moment the ball hits, I lift, I'm in a balanced position, and I'm ready to shoot. So as I get ready, again, sit on the edge of the chair. Feet are wider than my hips. Turn out away from your shooting arm just a little bit. Next, I'm going to put my finger in a groove because I like that. That's personal. You don't have to do that. You have to bend your wrist if you want to be able to shoot fast. Next, as I stand up, I have to rock into it. I need this shoulder forward position. That's going to generate power. If my spine is not towards the hoop, I can't push energy through it. So as I rock up, I get to a position I can actually hold. Looks like that. My butt's sticking out. Butt is power. Feet are about there. I lift to the eye. We're going to shoot from the eye. When I get to the eye, I create my karate chop hand. And then I finish with my candy cane snap. So I'm trying to be close to the camera so you can hear me, but let me back up and go through it really slow. I want the action of rising with the body to be slow. But the final bit with the arm and the hands, fast. Fast, fast flick. I'll let it go straight up, land in front of me. If I do a good job, it'll come right back to my hand. We'll see it. All right, I'm on the edge. Wide feet, off center, relieves my shoulders. Wrist is bent, loaded. I rock into it and stand, slow, 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 and flick. Does it come around on back? Pretty close, kind of fell out. Let's go again. On the edge, feet wide, off to the left. For me, right if you're left-handed, left, that's me. If you're right-handed, I'm gonna bend my wrist. Load it, rock into it. People call this dip, dip, slow and flick. Is it gonna come back? Ooh, perfect that time. That's a good one. Let's go one more last time. I'm on the edge, feet wide, off to the left, bend the wrist, push in, spine comes forward, and slow, 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 and flick. So you come right back? Yes, it did. All right, now if you rep that out, really, it's like how good do you want to be at shooting? We're gonna go through all this energy. We're gonna run drills, we're gonna do all this stuff. And you're gonna miss shots. Everybody misses shots. Usually our girls team shoot around 18, 17%. It's less than 20%. We miss 4 out of every 5. If you wanna be better than that, you have to shoot hundreds of shots. Now you don't have to shoot the shots. You can do that. If you don't have a ball, you can do that. You don't need the ball. In fact, the ball usually makes people wanna aim, and then you go things like, and you finish here, and your elbow's not done, and your fingers haven't flicked through. Flicking through, this is so critical if you want to get better fast. If you want to make a shot right now, throw it with 2 hands, do the best you can. If you want to be good at basketball, you finish the candy cane shape with a karate chop next to it every time. So let's say you got nothing. You're just sitting in the back of the car, you didn't bring a book, you don't have your phone, your battery died. Here's a great way to get better at basketball. Sit in the back of your car and go, boop, boop. Pretend the ball, shape of the ball, hands. Left hand comes off. Left hand comes off. Left hand comes off. It's super boring. And all the best people in the world started out somewhere doing some really boring stuff. If you got a ball and you're just like listening to a podcast or watching a Netflix movie that you don't really have to watch, like some action movie, I do that when I grade. Lay down. Line up. Left hand off and fire. Left hand off, fire. See, is it going straight up and down? You're just bored. Those are 3 drills. Just no ball, with a ball. Laying down's a great one. If you don't want to lay down, don't lay down. Do it from here. Doesn't have to take up a lot of space. Doesn't have to be loud. Doesn't have to make your mom and dad mad. Let's do no ball in the chair. Edge of the chair, feet wide, off to the left. Wrist is bent. Grab the ball, rock into it slow, 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 and flick. Hold, flex, flex. Remember, the brain is firing electricity to make your muscles flex. So the more you flex, I'm still flexing, that's why my fingers are shaking a little bit. Flex, flex, flex. The more you send electricity, the more your brain will allow these neurons and these cells, more neurons, all the way down to these muscles all throughout your arm and shoulder, back, and chest. And it's gonna send that signal over and over. Constant flexing, constant electrical signal. That's gonna line it with the fat called myelin. That's gonna make it faster. That's gonna bury it in your body. So you don't have to think, I better do a good job. I've gotta aim just a little bit of fingers and a little bit of, forget all that. You just finish to flex, 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 flex. And your brain will start to learn the measurements when you shoot different distances. You shoot close, it'll learn, slow down, but finish. When you're shooting far away and shooting the 3, you'll learn speed up and as fast as you can. Finish, always looks the same. Your brain will learn if you learn like a robot. If you don't look like a robot, you do this, then maybe this next time. Different every time, your brain will never learn. You'll never get any good at this. You might as well, just wait for volleyball season, I guess. All right, if I can work with you, I will. If you're around after school and you see me, wave at me and say, do you have 5 minutes? I want to give you that 5 minutes. If I have it, I will. I absolutely will. But if I can't, do this. Get some chair reps with or without a ball. Get some seated reps on the ground with or without a ball. Get some laying down with or without a ball. Obey your parents. If they say no balls in the house, go outside or do no ball reps. Shadow reps. There's some pretty amazing studies that have been done around shadow practice and how, especially in racket sports, badminton and tennis, it's producing almost the same quality of practice as though you had the equipment, which is pretty weird. All right, so basketball. No one's done that study on basketball because everybody just gets a ball. But it would be interesting to try it. I think if the principle crosses over to other sports, then doing this with no ball will also make you better, almost as fast as if you did have a ball. All right, I hope that helps. Remember, again, we got 4 things to do for tryouts. You got to make 2 in a row to get on JV, 3 in a row. Those are free throws, by the way, 15-foot free throw shots, 3 in a row to get on the varsity team. Next, 20 passes in a row off a wall from about 3 or 4 meters. Next, from about 1.5 meters, you're shooting off of a set pillar. If it's a wall, that's fine at home, but we're gonna use pillars at the tryouts, so it's gotta be pretty accurate. What I really care about is you catch like this. I don't want people trying to catch above their head. Catch in a nice position right at the eye. You will find yourself able to score faster and play faster. And the last one is the crossovers, which is crossover and guard it, and guard it, and guard it, and guard it. Learn that dance. All right, I'm out. Have a great one. God bless you, ladies. Bye.